Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to show you, first of all, this is our strategy workshop we did to get some clarity on who our target customer profile is. This is really important, as you all know. I wanted to show you guys what happens after the workshop. So after everybody puts in their thoughts and we writes on their sticky notes and we ask all of the really deep, insightful questions, then what? A lot of times after the workshop, it feels really good because you dump out a bunch of thoughts and you feel like you've accomplished a lot, but really the work has to happen next. And so I want to show you guys how I take the insights pulled out from this workshop and how I apply it to something that the market is actually going to see, right? So the first thing that you have to remember is when you're synthesizing, we call this the synthesis part of the workshop. When you're synthesizing all of these findings and looking for insights and gold nuggets, the thing that this is going to inform doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be a really good iteration. And so, what this workshop does, what these insights will accomplish, is they will help us achieve a result that is not guessing, that is really, really targeted and really, really accurate to what it should be, to what the market wants from us, or how we should face the market with this particular thing, meaning in this case, our target customer profile. So, you can see we asked all these questions. We had one, two, three, four, five people participating. We took notes here at the bottom, and each question had different responses. And then you can see here in blue, these are the insights that I've pulled from each thing. These are the core themes and the gold nuggets, I call them, that we've gleaned from this work. And so I won't get into the detail of all of those, but you can see there's some really specific things here in blue that were really interesting that we pulled out that we would have never realized were there had we not done the design thinking workshop. So I'm not going to get into all the details of what a design thinking workshop is and the power that this has to bring clarity to a brand or a business. You guys already get all that. I'm just going to show you the next step of what this creates here. So, okay, now remember our insights are in blue. I'm going to go over to Figma and show you guys what I built in terms of a landing page based off of these results. Now, typically, when you do a target customer profile and you have really detailed information on who you sell to, that should inform the whole website. That should inform all of your content. But I'm going to show you how I distilled this down, use these insights to inform one section of the homepage of our website at Forrest. So if you look here, this might not look like much right off the bat, but you could see that there are some things, some themes that are popping up. I'm not going to explain everything that's here, but what I am going to show you guys is, okay, Brandon, I see what you've got. I see the end result, but how did the insights from the workshop play into what you chose to write and show? Here we go. So you could see that the language was pieced together from the insights. So what it all comes down to this: what does this person, our target customer profile, what do they want? What do they want for their business, and what do they want for themselves? What are they after internally? Because one of the things that we talk about a lot at Forest is people don't buy solutions to external problems. They buy solutions to internal problems. And you can never forget that, especially when you're writing copy for a landing page or you're marketing or you're selling anything. Deep understanding of your target customer profile will help you sell to that internal pain, right? And so we know that these people are in the C-suite from our workshop. They're CMO, CEO, COO, principal, business unit leader, marketing or creative director. I chose COO for this picture, but this title could interchange to any of these four or five things. We know that they are mostly white, right? Like, this is not me trying to be racist or trying to exclude cultures or ethnicities. This is me having a deep understanding of my target customer profile. And this is also something that we're trying really hard to change at Forest, to bring diversity and people and other cultures into this tech consulting space. But for the most part, it's a lot of old white guys, right? So knowing that, you could see I've chosen this image. It's not just any old white guy. This is someone in the target age range that we had. I don't have that insight here, but between 35 and 50. And if you'll notice, he's looking up and he's looking confidently, and the look on his face, the position of his shoulders, it's the identity is all aspirational. based on what we know this person really wants. And they want to know, will I be seen as a success? So we are showing this guy named Dave, who is now feeling successful and confident because he worked with Forrest. So you could see it says Dave, COO, grew his firm's pipeline by 30%. We know that on an external level that Dave is very concerned with growth. Dave doesn't care about frills. He doesn't care about BS. Dave has been tasked with growing his business. And so he is looking for somebody to help him grow. He's not looking for somebody to just make him pretty things, even though we're really great at that at Forrest. Dave is looking for growth. And so you could see that everything that I've chosen here is a carefully crafted strategic answer to something or insight that came from the discovery. So I'm experimenting with an H1 heading here, if you will. Outgrow everyone, it says. Well, we know that these people are competitive. We know that they're outgoing. We know that they want to win. And so outgrow everyone is an imperative. It's a promise that we're making, like, hey, like, you're going to not only outgrow all your competitors, outgrow the people at your company, outgrow the limits that they've put on you, outgrow yourself. And we've even got this imagery that's connecting to the idea of what's happening in the text that shows this guy Dave going from little to medium to now he's a big deal at his business. So remember, this was an insight that came from this. Confidence in growing was something that they really care about. It's something that we sell them. That's what we offer as a firm, as a consultancy. Like we sell confidence, and so it's really important to find out what is that emotion that we sell, whether it's for your brand or even for your offerings. What is the emotion that you sell? We know that we're talking to software consultants. We know who we're not talking to. We're not talking to SaaS companies. We're not talking to consumer brands. We're not talking to B2C. We are talking to enterprise software consultants. That is who we specialize in. And so we know they have goals to hit. This was another big insight that came out. So you can see that our text here says we specialize in helping tech consultants like you. Always make it personal. That's the human-centered way to write copy. Like you, increase demand, pipeline, and revenue so you can crush your goals with confidence. And they are really concerned that their businesses see them as an integral piece of that growth. They want to know, they want the world to know, they want their business to know they can't grow without me. And so even down into the copy beneath the page, you can see how these insights from a workshop start to manifest and play out in a deliverable, in a market-facing touch point, in an asset. And it's really important that when you do these workshops, that when you guys gather up all this stuff, that it manifests into something, that your insights have to turn into something. And so the next step for a landing page like this or a home page like this will be to get with the marketing team, let them weigh into what's here. Don't spend a ton of time because we've got to be agile. We've got to be fast. Let's get this out quickly into the market. Let's test it. Let's see how it resonates with people, and then let's iterate. But you have to start with strategy. You have to start with discovery, and you have to start with finding those insights that give you the gold that should be manifested into this piece. So I hope that's helpful. Here's a little sneak peek again of how in depth some of our discovery sessions are. For those of you that were on this discovery, you guys get this. This makes sense to you. But let me know if you guys have any comments or any questions about any of this.